तो चलिए इस स्लाइड में शुरू करते हैं एनाटॉमिकल दैट इज इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ डायकॉट स्टेम. You know that stem is aerial organ of the plant and this stem connect root and leaves. Stem transport the water and mineral from root to the leaf and the same stem transport organic food material from leaf to the root. Therefore, stem is organ of transportation. In dicot stem, young stem is non-woody but old stem is woody and brown in color. We are studying the structure of young stem, that is green stem, which is non-woody in nature. While observing the transverse section of dicot young stem under the compound microscope, we are observing several cellular layers. The outermost first layer of the rectangular compactly arranged parenchymatous cells. This outermost layer is known as epidermis. On the epidermis, there is a deposition of a secondary metabolite which is called as cutin. So when cutin gets deposited on the epidermis is called as cuticle type of epidermis. This cuticle is hydrophobic substance. It avoid the excess loss of water through the stem. But in between some cells, stomata may also be present which allow to pass a very little bit amount of water. Additional water loss is prevented by the presence of cuticle. Few stomata are present on the epidermis. Epidermis is also characterized by the presence of additional multicellular structure which looks like hair, and this hair-like structure on the stem which is multicellular is known as trichome. रूट में आपने देखा रूट हेयर प्रेजेंट होती है और स्टेम में ट्राइकोम प्रेजेंट होते हैं. दोनों में मेन डिफरेंस ये है कि रूट हेयर एडिशनल सेल नहीं है बल्कि एपिडर्मिस का ही इलोंगेटेड पार्ट है. हालांकि स्टेम की सरफेस पे जो हेयर लाइक ट्राइकोम है वो एडिशनल मैनी सेल से बना हुआ हो सकता है, यानी ट्राइकोम में भी यूनिसेलुलर और मल्टीसेलुलर. जस्ट बिलो द एपिडर्मिस द सेकंड स्ट्रक्चर इज नोन एज कॉर्टेक्स. कॉर्टेक्स कैन बी डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 रीजन और 3 सब जोन. फर्स्ट, second and this is third layer of the cortex. This complete structure, like this structure, is known as cortex, and this cortex is divided into 3 regions. Outermost layer of the cortex is known as hypodermis. In dicot stem, hypodermis is made up of collenchyma cell. And you know that collenchyma cell provide strength, elasticity and mechanical support to the young part of the plant. And we are studying the young stem. Therefore, this young stem is mechanically supported by collenchymatous hypodermis. Hypodermal cell did not have the intercellular spaces. They are very compactly arranged. Just below the hypodermis, the second region of the cortex is known as cortical layers. There are 3 to 4 layers of the loosely arranged, rounded, thin wall parenchymatous cell known as cortical layer. Just below the cortical layer, the last subzone of the cortex is known as endodermis. Cells of endodermis are rectangular and compactly arranged. They have a small amount of suberin as a Caspian strip. And specifically in case of dicot stem, Caspian stem is very little bit, that is negligible. But endodermal cell store starch inside itself. Therefore, endodermis is also known as स्टार्च शीट। तो ये पॉइंट याद रखिएगा कि इंडोडर्मिस का दूसरा नाम स्टार्च शीट है। डाइकॉट स्टेम में रूट में भी इंडोडर्मिस प्रेजेंट होती है, लेकिन वो रूट का इंडोडर्मिस स्टार्च स्टोर नहीं करता है। ये डिफरेंशिएशन पॉइंट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट होते हैं। नाउ जस्ट बिलो द इंडोडर्मिस नेक्स्ट रीजन कंसिस्टिंग ऑन 2 to 3 layers of elongated compactly arranged parenchyma cell. These elongated and compactly arranged parenchyma cell are known as pericycle. Just below the pericycle, now vascular bundle is present. You know that in dicot, vascular bundle consisting on 3 parts: xylem, phloem and cambium. In this vascular bundle, phloem is facing at the periphery, xylem is facing towards the center in such a way that metaxylem is outer and protoxylem at the inner position. Xylem and phloem are separated by cambium, which play important role in a secondary growth. Phloem cell, in this diagram you can observe clearly that phloem cells are surrounded by sclerenchyma cell. These sclerenchyma cell which surround the phloem are known as semilunar patches. Semilunar patches. Semilunar means half moon-like structure. So this structure of phloem along with sclerenchyma looks like a half moon. They are called as semilunar patches. Cambium for secondary growth, metaxylem periphery, protoxylem center. This type of arrangement of vascular bundle is known as conjoint and endarch vascular bundle. What is endarch? Protoxylem center and metaxylem periphery. In this vascular bundle, due to presence of cambium, it is also called as open type of vascular bundle. In dicot stem, all the vascular bundles are arranged in a ring fashion. It is characteristics of dicot. Pith is central most region, which consisting on many parenchymatous cells which are loosely arranged. So larger pith is present at the center of dicot stem. So these are all about the characteristics of dicot stem. Monocot stem also have maximum similarities with the dicot stem. That is, these layer mostly are similar in the monocot stem, but there are few differences in such a way that in monocot stem the hypodermis is made up of sclerenchyma cells. Second thing, in monocot stem, cambium is not present between the vascular bundle. Therefore, in monocot stem, vascular bundles are conjoint, endarch but close because cambium is not present. Secondary growth occur in the dicot stem but not occur in the monocot stem. In monocot stem, vascular bundles are not arranged in a ring, but vascular bundle are scattered. Small sized vascular bundle at periphery and larger vascular bundle towards the center. Pith is very small and inconspicuous in case of monocot stem. So diagram you can refer from the NCERT book along with labeling, and you can also note the differentiating feature. You can also prepare a notes from this video lectures. And in monocot stem, vascular bundle are surrounded by sclerenchymatous cell which are called as bundle sheath cell. Most important thing you have to always remember that water containing cavities are present in the vascular bundle of monocot stem. In monocot stem, phloem parenchyma is absent. ये पॉइंट हमने सिंपल परमानेंट टिश्यू और कॉम्प्लेक्स परमानेंट टिश्यू के समय भी स्टडी किया था, जब फ्लेम डिटेल डिस्क्राइब हुआ था तो उस समय फ्लेम पैरेन्काइमा के टॉपिक में आप जाके देख सकते हैं कि फ्लेम पैरेन्काइमा आर एब्सेंट इन द मोनोकॉट स्टेम एंड इन मोनोकॉट दिस टाइप ऑफ अरेंजमेंट आर very simple, that is ground tissue are present, endodermis is not present or it is very thin, means not differentiated directly from sclerenchymatous hypodermis up to pith. Large number of parenchymatous cell form the ground tissue.